Picture this: a roaring crowd, the smell of determination in the air, and the electrifying energy of the UFC 301 event in Rio de Janeiro. It was a night that saw fighters take home a total of $280,000 in UFC Promotional Guidelines compliance pay. The event was a fiery display of skill and tenacity, with the likes of Jose Aldo, Alexandre Pantoja, and Anthony Smith proving their mettle in the octagon. Jose Aldo, a name synonymous with the UFC, earned $21,000 for what could potentially be his final UFC fight. This poignant moment was felt by fans and fellow fighters alike, a testament to Aldo's impact on the sport. The UFC Promotional Guidelines Compliance Program, replacing the previous Athlete Outfitting Policy, is a significant part of the UFC framework. It includes outfitting requirements, media obligations, and is a contributing factor to the payout fighters receive. The payouts are based on the total number of UFC bouts a fighter has under their belt. Champions earn a solid $42,000, while title challengers are not far behind with $32,000. In a unique twist, fighters also receive royalty payments from UFC merchandise sales. This initiative not only boosts their income, but also strengthens the bond between the fighters and their fans, who proudly wear their merchandise in support. Interestingly, the year-to-date total for UFC Promotional Guidelines compliance payouts stands at a whopping $2,920,000, with a program-to-date total of a staggering $25,657,000. Now let's shift gears for a moment and discuss the intriguing world of social media influencers, crossing paths with the world of combat sports. An influencer boxing event known as Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms has been making waves in the news. Despite facing a cease and desist email from ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, the event aims to celebrate social media creators and their platforms. In an unusual twist, tech mogul Mark Zuckerberg has reportedly built an octagon fighting ring in his backyard, fueling speculation about his fascination with MMA. While it's unlikely we'll see Zuckerberg step into the UFC octagon anytime soon, his interest in the sport is yet another testament to the global reach and appeal of MMA and UFC. In conclusion, the recent UFC 301 event in Rio de Janeiro was a thrilling spectacle, demonstrating the power of the UFC and the indomitable spirit of its fighters. The event highlights the financial rewards available to fighters through the UFC Promotional Guidelines Compliance Program and the influence of the UFC on wider popular culture. From social media influencers to tech moguls, it seems everyone is catching the UFC fever,